Welcome everybody. I'm going to show you in this video how I make my live edge epoxy river tables. I first start with a square the size of the table that I want, and I draw it onto my slab. Then I cut my slabs to fit into the 24 by 24 piece that I have cut here. I did two tables, so you see two different layouts. Then I buy the melamine board and I cut it to size for the table that I want. This one here happens to be 24 by 24, so I cut the 24 by 24, and then I cut my edges 3 inches tall, and that's what I start with for building the mold for the actual tables that I'm making. As you see here, we've got everything assembled, and we mark the bottoms, so when we drill our holes, it just gives us a little bit of a line to try to center into, and then we proceed to drill holes in all the side pieces. What I like to do is drill all the holes, and then I go back once I finish drilling all my holes, and then I countersink both sides. By countersinking both sides, it gives the silicone a little bit of area here, and here you see countersinking both sides. As we move on, we do a assembly, and we'll do a dry assembly. Dry fit everything, make sure everything's going to fit good. And then once we get our dry assembly done, we move forward and take it back apart. Then what we'll do is we'll apply our silicone. And I just go down through there with a line of silicone, and then after that I screw them all together. And then once it's all screwed together, I do put a little bead on the inside. That's the silicone I use there, GE Advanced Silicone. Screw them all together. Now we have our molds completed. And after all the molds are complete, I got 2 of them done here, exactly the same. We build a little trough or a little spillway, and we line it with some 4mm plastic. Better be safe than sorry. And we got everything set up there with the spillway. Now we put our molds in. Now we're ready to pour. So we start pouring, and then we have some weights on top of the slabs to hold them down. We pour all the rivers. There's 4 rivers in these 2 tables, so we pour them all, get everything poured, check for leaks, check for any kind of problem areas that you might have. And after that, we pop them out of the mold and start sanding. This is a critical area. Sand, and then we patch all the little holes with CA glue and sand some more. This is critical. You gotta spend your time patching and sanding. Spend literally hours doing this process here. Now the table's finished sanded. Everything's looking good. We've gone over it, looked at it real closely, then we'll oil it. We use an Odie's oil, and I go over the whole, all the sides. So there's going to be four sides there, top, bottom, top, bottom. Once I get the oil on there on the wood, then I'll put a little bit of oil on the epoxy as well, and that shines it up. Just not as much oil on the epoxy because it's not going to soak into the epoxy. I'll let that set up for 24 hours, and I'll repeat that process just to give a good double coat. But there you can see where it's finished. Looking good. can see the two tables side by side. They were 24 by 24. Another look at them. Really came out nice. Nice looking wood. And then, if you would please like and subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you for watching.